crazy out here, y'all. Stay focused. Let's go, KD. Take a look around you, look to find your way, man. Your way, man. Yeah, take a look around you, look to find your way, man. Yeah, I ain't talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the rule. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Hey, you the one that say that. You and me go way back. When this whole thing over, I'ma send my invoice, pay that. You don't wanna say that. You don't want this payback. I keep my composure, this my kingdom, nigga, stay back. We had a couple of moments. You had a choice, nigga, own it. Your real colors, they showing. I'm real, nigga, I'm focused. When I come around, I'm fly with it. Stay moving, do buy with it. Do silent, just vibe with it. Same truth and we die with it. I see it like it's an obstacle. I never sit on the fence. Nothing to me is impossible. Music of me to the end. Most of the shit is illogical. All of y'all niggas depend on what they pretend. Just think what you had. Stop looking at trends. You wearing your heart like it's topical. Clearly now, the pain is gone. The fame is on. And they play my songs. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, it's real. Yeah, I ain't talk is talk. And move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the rule. Got things to do. I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. New era, I got y'all. Real again, we pop off, no knockoffs. Open eyes, we watch out. Mobilize, won't cop out. COVID-19 cops out, don't flop now. Open skies, we fly now. New agenda, they try now. Most y'all getting real scared of the headlines when you find out. And getting real near. If you don't know, you behind now. Behind the times, government hide behind the lines. Most brands trying to monetize. All of us have to stay inside, don't socialize. Talk is talk, and move is move. When I come in, bitch, I change the rule. Got things to do, I done pay my dues. But where was you? Nigga, where was you? I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. I said take a look around you, nigga, find your way, babe. Find your way, babe. Find your way, babe.
He's heating up! He's heating up!
The more you hate me, the more you will learn.
Come up, ayy. Let's be with that drama, ayy. Saw that fatty mama, ayy. Told her I don't wanna, ayy. Come up, ayy. Let's be with that drama, ayy. Saw that fatty mama, ayy. Told her I don't wanna, ayy.
Went out, caught me a red fly. Too many people on a bandwagon. Done been through that hellfire. Came out lethal like a red dragon. Same old rapper with the same old flows. Color dreads with the pants sagging. Got that fame, but you sold your soul. You a warlock, I'm the dark assassin. Said thick stacks, mode change. Big bags, faux chains. Get that money, said big facts. No gains, big stats, mo fame. We back stunts, said big names. On stage, big trap, no shame. Going in, running that big check. My name, sign that, mo rain. Come back home and just
Come up, ayy. Let's be with that drama, ayy. Saw that fatty mama, ayy. Told her I don't wanna, ayy. Come up, ayy. Let's be with that drama, ayy. Saw that fatty mama, ayy. Told her I don't wanna, ayy.
The following program is rated TV MANOC. It contains a big pair of nuts directly on your chin. It is intended only for mature audiences. Viewer discretion advised.
Go to the fucking gym. Go to the fucking gym.
Stop saying that!
Go to the fucking gym.
Go to the fucking gym.
Swole Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
What's going on, Beaches, Booches, Bustas, Hustlers, and your hosts? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode. In today's episode, the Beastcast is brought to you, is powered, is sponsored by Everest and K2 flexing on all you Beaches. Welcome to the show, 3564. It is a Swole After Dark, and we have a special card. We have Pinkston Churchill, and she is really, she's all over me tonight. She's all over me. She wants to be closer. She wants to be closer to daddy. Come on over here. Come on over here, baby girl. All right. Pinkston Churchill bringing you a Swole After Dark card. Let's jump right into it because I have some steak that is waiting for me very, very soon. I know, baby. You want to come on the show? You want to come up here? Okay. Okay. All right. We're about to get started. I'm trying to roll into this, trying to get this done. Trying to do a Swole After Dark. Here we go. Here's Pinkston Churchill. Aww. All right. Wave. Smile and wave. A little early pinks. Okay. Very nice. Okay. You happy now? Did you just want to come on the show? We could just do the show. You could just, I'll hold you. You gotta do the show now. Don't, you puppers. You're such a good girl. Okay, cool. She just got groomed yesterday, so she's nice and smelling and tasting good. You taste good. You taste good. All right, let's get into the first Swole post today. We got some merch. We got merch. Buy one, get one 50% off over there at papaswolio.com. And Progredio Alex, whatever. Rocking an awesome shirt, though. Have at it, boss. There you go. Looking nice. Teenage Mutant Lifting Turtles. Great. That's a great color. It's a great green. Today I'm rocking the Circle of Lift, which is a super popular design. That's one of our most popular designs. And we dropped this. I forget when we dropped it, but we dropped it a while ago. And now with the new Swole tunes that dropped recently, and people are loving this shirt. So go and pick it up. papaswolio.com. Go check it out. Thanks for sharing. Tag us in your merch. And we are looking forward to sharing your sick fucking gains in the show. Let's get into the tip. Babe, just an inch. It's cold outside. All right, let's do this. We got some Swole Fam posts. This is from members. Download the Swolenormous app over at swolenormousx.com. Join the fam today and get access to all of our programs, yoga, meditation, masterclasses, and so much more. Everything is over there at swolenormousx.com. Plus, you can download your copy of the 7 Pillars. Most of you know that already, but gotta say it because sometimes people don't know that the Swole Fam is crushing it every day, but we try to share. We try to let as many people know as possible because the Swole Fam is crushing it. Leslie posted up in the community and says, finally getting back to the dark and early sessions. All right. So we are on two different sides of the darkness. I'm on the Swole After Dark and she's getting up when I'm dreaming about steak. She's getting up to train. This beach trains at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Had to rest the back a while, but now I'm getting after it again. My daughter had her very first softball practice yesterday, and I'm determined to show her what hard work and no excuses look like. Very, very nice. Nothing lights a fire under your ass like living for your children and setting the best example for them. So get up and get after it, fam. And in true Swole Fam and Swole Slut fashion, Leslie is rocking the Just Keep Lifting shirt. Based. Good for you. Let's get American. Just Keep Lifting indeed. But I did notice that she's inside. Probably still too cold. Probably snowed in. But definitely built different. That's for damn sure. Early morning workouts. Getting it done. When you're waking up to take a piss, she has sweat streaming down her face because she's making gains. All right. Luis says, I love that image from Waterboy. Rise and grind beaches and bushes. You already know I'm outside absorbing that sun's D. Oh my God. You're absorbing the sun's D. I've never heard it put that way. You mean vitamin D from the sun? Or is the sun actually, or maybe you're hooking up with an Asian dude and he's giving you his D. I'm just saying, Luis, appreciate the post. I know this is early. I know it's off, but possessives matter and, capital S. I mean, it can be interpreted different ways. Just saying.
Because
Just saying.
Emotional damage.
Just saying. Maybe the guy's name is Sun and you're absorbing Sun's D. Okay, let's continue. Everyone's like, why would your mind go there? And we don't know. But you're all here because of it. So maybe you're the weird one. You already know I'm outside absorbing that sun's D. No hoodie, no shade, just straight primal gains straight from the sky. Ooh, I love this. I love it. That was beautiful. Get some D on your nips today. Vitamin D, that is. Don't get it twisted. All right. He clarified. I know. Everyone's like,
Come on, stop.
everyone's
whining.
bummed out. We're like, oh man. All right. Boost the mood, boost the test, boost the mindset. 5 to 10 minutes minimum. Chest up, eyes forward, breathe that savage air. We're not meant to live under fluorescent lights like lab rats. We're meant to change up or charge up like solar panels. Go outside, sun the nips, execute. Ooh. Sun your nips, vitamin D, daily discipline, tank mentality, outdoor gains. Swole is the goal. All right, that's fire. That's fire. And I got a little sun on the nips today, but today we had warm weather. We had cold and then it got a little bit warm. And then today we have like one more day of cold, but then it gets back into the mid high 70s. So fam, the nips are coming back. I am going to be able to free the nips. Isn't that fucking great? It's going to be warm. It's going to be warm, mid to high 70s for the next foreseeable future. So I am ready for some fucking sun. And if you love sunning the nips, sun the sack, sun the lips. You guys know what to do. Get some sun. Feels good. I agree. We're not meant to be under fluorescent lights as I'm sitting here with LED panels. All right. William says, what up, Swole fam? Just followed the Daily Swole podcast. Hey, yo, does anyone have any favorite episodes or episodes that changed your viewpoint on health and fitness? Also would love to know about the funniest podcast episodes as well. Thanks, guys. Oh boy, this is a great post. Good question. First off, thanks for being a part of the Swole fam and thanks for listening to the podcast and checking it out. Obviously, we have a shite load of episodes. 3,564 is today. So we got a lot. But this is great. So you guys can drop it in the chat, but definitely after today, make sure you go in the community in the app and respond to this post. And because you might not know off the top of your head, but I know people love, or I wouldn't say love, but I'm sure someone's going to say wipe yoga. What other ones? Maybe drop in the comments if you have a number or you have an episode title. The number would be best because how else are you going to find this shit? But you can search and all that stuff. Anyway, if you have a specific episode, because some of you came in on a certain episode and it hit a certain vibe where you were at, and then you joined the Swole fam and stuff like that. So anyway, if you have any insights, drop in the comments below. I appreciate you being here, William, subscribing and interested in listening to some throwbacks. So if you have anyone that you would want to recommend, go and comment on this post from William in the app. So thanks for posting. And all right, fam, you got your homework. I might send a text this weekend to go respond to that post, but make sure you go and do so after the podcast. All right, time for Rate My Meal. And I think what we're going to do with Rate My Meal, I really feel like it's for better or for worse. It's like a marriage. It's like when you say those vows and it's rate my meal for steak or for worse, right? For better or for worse, for steak or for kale, for steak or for carrots or peas or, you get it. What do we got here? All right.
What's in the box?
First one. What is that word? Oh boy. Amanda Japshi
Japsi, Japsihi, Japsh, Japsh, Jepshe, Japchi. How do you pronounce that? Japsh? I've never even seen that. I've never seen that combination of vowels and consonants before. And I'm fluent in the English language and in a lot of retarded things too. I'm fluent. Don't know that one. Okay. Japshi. How do you pronounce that? Loads of veggies. Oh, I can tell. Glass noodles. You know, I'm over it. Amanda.
You switch the samples.
Glass noodles? I don't even know what that is. Don't eat glass. Don't eat glass. Smoked teriyaki tofu. All right, we're not doing Swole After Darks anymore. We're only doing daylight podcasts because this is...
Come on, man.
Loads of protein and vitamins. Oh,
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
All right. Dan Ossenbach, save us, my guy. Save us. We got kiwi. Okay. I mean, this is a weird combination of foods. I have nothing wrong with any of them, but that's a weird fruit to eat with that, isn't it? We got sweet potato. All right. We got chicken. All right. Looking good. Looks like it's on an actual... Is that a paper plate? If that's a paper plate, that's a no-go. But it looks like it might have some integrity. And kiwi. I like kiwis, but strange combination. No problems. Based. Enjoy. Thank you for not eating glass noodles. Noodles made from glass. I'm assuming they're clear or something, but that just sounds even grosser because if it's clear, then what's in it? Don't eat clear things. Don't eat glass. Don't eat glass. Don't eat glass. All right. Emma is trying to gaslight me. She says steak and eggs. Steak and eggs. Don't gaslight me. She's trying to steak light me instead of gaslight, trying to steak light me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Steak and eggs. You're just going to ignore the grass on your plate. It's all right. You want to eat tomatoes and grass and things like that. That's fine. We got tomatoes, that looks like the salad that you buy. That's like the mixed greens that just tastes bitter as fuck. So enjoy that. Asparagus. Yeah, that's doable. Avocado, egg, steak, tomatoes, based. Good job. Good for you. Good meal. And it's not on a paper plate. Pedro says Japchae glass noodles are translucent. Then what are they made out of? Translucent fucking glass ass noodles. I love how I just like add this to the list of things that I hate. Glass noodles. I'm sure it probably I mean, I don't know, with the tofu. Man, glass noodles. Speaking of glass, Matt Glass, breakfast, 4 eggs, spinach, 125 grams of raspberries. We'll come back to that. And 115 grams of pork shoulder bacon. And it gave me macros, which I don't really care. 535 calories, 29 grams of fat, 14 carbs, 54 grams protein. Yeah, keep your macros. I've never measured raspberries. It just fascinates me. 125 grams of raspberries. I guess that's how much that is. But if you asked me, hey, how many raspberries do you think is 125 grams? I'd be like, I have no fucking idea. So it's like what? A quarter of a pound? I don't know. Get a little bit, Matt. I don't know the details of what you're focusing on, but focus on building muscle. Get your protein in. I don't think you really need to be overly obsessive about the macros or like the balancing here. It just seems a little bit with the minutia, but good for you. Just make sure that you're not overly obsessed, overweighing things, and make sure you're progressively overloading, building muscle and focusing on quality foods, which it looks like you are. So good. But anytime I see like the detailed breakdowns, I just like to put it out there for anyone listening. You don't have to weigh every last thing. The ingredients are the most important thing. Matt's got that locked in. So just trying to, if you want to have 128 grams of raspberries, you can do it, bro. Just saying, you know what I mean? So good for you. Good for you. Just a little caveat. Oh, dear. Megan Miller de Feli. And I got a couple opinions on this. First off, fuck me, that looks gross. And I'm just going to say it. That looks gross, but I will specify why it looks gross. I don't like green beans. I don't like the quantity of the green beans that I'm seeing. I don't like how chewy they look. But there's chicken or salmon there. And if you're just listening, she has like 10, 12, 15 meals where there's like, it looks like a piece of salmon or chicken and looks like chicken, I guess, and green beans. But if you look at her avatar, so this is what's important. I want you to look at her avatar. This biche is absolutely jacked, ripped. So looks like you're dieting for like staying lean, dieting for a show. You can tell she competes or she should. So absolutely built like a brick shithouse in a good way, like jacked, shredded. So it looks like she's doing, and I'm just going to say this, like it's working for her based on that image. And if you're competing and whatever that works for you and you're dieting down, you know, I'll be like, eat steak and eggs and all this fat. Might not work out if you're trying to get shredded for stage. So you're looking good up there. And I don't know. I don't like green beans. So green beans can fuck all the way off, but you're obviously in control of your food and you're doing this for a specific reason. No one does this. And you're doing, this is like a professional type of eating. No one's eating this and just like going to the gym. Like that's almost not edible. I know I'm trashing the green beans, but that's no variety whatsoever or something that's more edible in my opinion. Maybe that's why she looks so shredded because she eats that and she's like, oh fuck, I'm full. And she eats the chicken and then gets the protein and then says, I'm not eating the rest of that. I don't know, but you look good. Good for you. I'd love some more context on why so many fucking green beans when there's other foods that are edible in the world. Meren Iscario. I love it. I fucking love it. I'm not a fan of like the nuts. I personally don't like it. The oxalates in like walnuts and almond, it burns I just don't like them. I never felt good eating nuts, but you know, if you are into that, okay. There's worse things. Steak, eggs, got some walnuts, looks like some cheese, some almonds. Those look like, it just tastes bitter on my tongue. But grapes, very like 5 grapes, 7 just a little tiny little bits of fruit, and then kiwi, but looking great. Hey, Marin's getting it. Mary. All right.
He's heating up.
All right. Yeah, Papa I don't like nuts. And that's why I have the Tainty Man. I don't like nuts. That's why he doesn't have them. So we don't like nuts. We take them off our puppers. I know. I'm sorry, puppers. I'm sorry. No, I didn't. Just so everyone knows, we didn't castrate him. We got him from the shelter, and by the time when we got there, he already had his surgery. And they don't let dogs. They don't adopt dogs without fixing them, and it's such a bummer. I know he would have been a different dog, different personality, maybe more aggressive or whatever, but I wish he had his balls. He would have a huge pair. This dog would have had a massive sack too, just like a big fucking sack. But it's really the most bummed, just because I can't make another one of him. I can't breed him and get another awesome fucking dog. He's so awesome. Like I would love to have a puppy from him, but that's a bummer. That was a bummer. So that's the big reason fuck. I would have dealt with whatever else to have another one of him in the future, but there's only one Tainty Man. There's only one Mustard. So it is what it is. All right, fam, are we ready for some questions? Let's do it. Knowledge Cock time. If you have questions, drop in the comments down below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio, and we will get to them. So let's get into your questions. Cerny says, there's only 2 nuts I like, and they're attached to my hubby. Ooh, da-doom, doom. Got it. Wow. All right.
Don't forget to wash where the sun don't shine.
So let's do this one. First question from Instagram. Live questions. Drop in the comments. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. JC Smash'em. Papa Swolio, warm up for back day and favorite ways to target rear delts. It's a good question. Warm up for back day is some club meals, or hey, No, you don't like that. What are you doing? You're getting a little aggressive. Stay. That was Pinkston. I do some clubs, maybe a dead hang, and then I get into the specific sets. I really try to keep my warm-ups very specific and limiting fatigue. So I'll load up the weight, do like 2 or 3 reps. Maybe I do 1 or 2 warm-up sets, really prep sets to get all my motor unit recruitment and ready for my all-out sets. So it'll just be club, maybe a dead hang, and then getting into the exercise, like what I'm doing, really. And also because I don't always have a back day. So if I'm doing upper, if I've done a couple exercises first, I really don't need a warm-up. So I just do like a 1 or 2 primer, warm-up being the preparation sets of the exercise that I'm doing, whether it's T-bar rows or pull downs or whatever it is. So if I'm doing a straight back day, I'll do what I told you earlier. But if I'm doing an upper day, usually I don't start with back. So I did maybe I did calves first and I did chest or shoulder press. My upper body's warmed up. So I'm pretty much getting right into it. Target rear delts. The rear delts don't really need as much targeting unless you're more advanced or you have noticeable imbalances or you're really trying to be specific. If you're more advanced lifter, you could target rear delts. Aside from that, just do an upper back row, T-bar row, machine row, something with an elbow flare. The only thing you have to really worry about with back training is the elbow position. So if you're pulling down with your arms more wide, you're going to get a little bit more frontal plane, but you're going to be getting lats. If your elbows tucked into the body, you're getting lats. If you row towards the chest with your elbows more flared, it's more upper back, it's traps, it's rhomboids, and it's posterior deltoid. So if you want to hit the upper back, you could do Kelso shrugs. Kelso shrugs isn't rear delts, but anytime you're bringing the arms back like this, you're hitting rear delts. So if you're doing an upper back row, doing a rear delt exercise is redundant. And I wouldn't recommend doing targeted rear delts unless you have a noticeable imbalance or you're more advanced. But usually you have underdeveloped rear delts because you don't focus on upper back rowing. So I would do that first. I wouldn't go, if you don't have developed rear delts, I wouldn't go and target rear delts. That just means you're not strong enough and you don't have good enough form and you're not doing an upper back row. So I would focus on really crushing an upper back row and your posterior deltoid will develop. But if I was doing a rear delt exercise, I do on my cable machines where I can angle myself where when the rear delt has the most stretch that the tension's direct. And then as I push out to the side, it gets maybe slightly easier. So that's my favorite thing for delts, whether it's 2 arm or 1 arm. I like the cables. Cables are fantastic for rear delts. So cables are great for a lot of things, but cables are excellent for rear delts. I have a pec deck, so I could do rear delts on that too. So I will do it on that also. And it really depends. So you might have a reason to do a rear delt exercise if you're not doing an upper back row. Let's say for back today, you're doing a barbell row where you're getting some posterior deltoid, or you're doing some kind of a row where you're just going to hit a little bit more lats. You can always throw in a set or 2 of posterior deltoid if that's something you want to specify. Or if you're just doing a pull down or a single arm lat based row or lat biased row, you can always do some posterior deltoid work once in a while. So it's really up to you. You could also train rear delts first on a leg day if you really want to bring them up. If you're doing every other day or something, upper lower, you could do an upper back row on Monday, and then you could throw in another set or 2 of posterior deltoid if you want to before legs or something like that. So good stuff. More people should focus on upper back rowing and rear delts and such. That's a great question. I know what you're doing. I see what you're doing, but I appreciate what you're doing. So you didn't fool me. You didn't catch me, but I'm going to humor it. Pedro, Papa Swolio, did a 40-hour period of no food except black coffee and water. If I were to do this once a week, are there any concerns? What if I do it once a day and skip breakfast? 40 hours once a day? See, I know you're trying to backdoor a intermittent fasting question. I almost feel like this is actually a real question, but it's not. So I don't trust it. I don't trust it at all. Trying to ask me about intermittent fasting. You don't even have to do that, because the next question is,
What's in the box?
is intermittent fasting bad? if you still hit your macro target for the day. Is intermittent fasting bad if you still hit your macro target for the day? Is it bad? Have I ever said that intermittent fasting is bad? I don't think I've ever said it's bad. I mean, this is actually a good angle on intermittent fast. Finally, we have, what do you think about intermittent fasting? I hate those questions. If you have an actual question about application of something, then okay. And there's so many different ways to define this and how people, whatever. So is it bad if you still hit your macro target for the day? I really don't care much about the specific macros. I think most people should focus on getting 0.8 grams per pound of body weight in protein and then adjust the carbs and fat accordingly, right? I mean, most people need more carbs than fat when it comes to heavy strength training. And then if you're trying to lean out a little bit, you just pull back on the carbs a little bit. Pull back on the carbs a little bit slowly and make sure it doesn't affect your performance. So your body, gears a little bit more towards utilizing fat, stored fat. But that's just very specific, nuanced. You eat around a maintenance calorie, and then you increase gradually as you build more muscle, as you maybe hit a plateau or as you progress. You don't need to be stuffing your face in like excess. You'll stay leaner as you build muscle. So it is possible to stay leaner and not put on tons of extra body fat. Most people don't tightrope walk it in that sense, because I don't sit here weighing my shit. So if I'm trying to get bigger and put on muscle, I am okay with maybe putting like a little bit of fat on as long as I'm making progress. So if I'm making progress, okay, the details, I put on an extra pound of a little bit lower body fat or higher, I don't care. Like I understand like if I'm a little softer now than I have been in the past, but I've just been doing heavy strength training. It's winter, it's cold. Like I don't really care to be shredded to the bone. Like it's fine. I feel great. So I'm going by how I feel in my performance. So that's the most important thing. If you're not building muscle and getting stronger, then something's off with your programming or your carbohydrate intake or whatever. So that's an issue, and you just have to have a priority structure there. Oh, it's a real question. Oh, all right, cool. We'll come back to the page. We'll come back to a question. We'll come back to Pedro's question. Is intermittent fasting bad? So if you still hit your macro target for the day, the reason why intermittent fasting can be bad is that if you don't have good control with your food and you tend to overeat, people think intermittent fasting, hey, I'm not eating until 2 o'clock or 4 o'clock, but then they binge eat and they overconsume calories in that short window. You could eat a lot of crap in a short period of time. So overall caloric intake, overall protein, and then the reason why a lot of people that lift weights and try to put on muscle, they eat smaller meals just because, hey, if I'm eating once a day, how am I going to get like 150 grams of protein in one fucking meal? How can I digest it? You try eating 150 grams of protein, right? I mean, I'm not going to do it all in protein shakes. I'm not going to have 7 servings of protein. I mean, I don't even know how you would drink that. So you spread it out into a few meals and then you're able to sit there and eat, because it also, you don't want to sit there and eat. That's a problem. If you're trying to eat big meals, you don't want to sit there and eat for 2 hours. You got to eat and work and go train. Like you don't want to be stuffed to the brim. So spreading it out allows you to kind of get it in your system and get it out, and you don't feel that sluggish too. Pedro, let's see. I figured I would have to eat more protein before and after to compensate for the lack of consumption during the 40 hours. So what are you really trying to do here? Did a 40-hour period of no food except black coffee and water. Okay. Once a week, are there any concerns? I mean, I guess there's concerns like anything else. It's just nutrient deficiencies or maybe hormones. But I mean, it's kind of things I can't really say. I mean, if you're getting blood work done, or if you have one of those sleep trackers or the rings or Whoop straps, maybe you'll see your recovery. Maybe you'll see your sleep gets better or worse. You might see some things like that. I know a lot of people, and myself included, when you fast, it's just my sleep sucks. I don't know if anyone else does that, but my sleep sucks if I was fasting. We used to do that, like, hey, let's just fast today. I feel like with fasting, I'm always thinking, people do say it's the opposite, that when they fast, it's nice because then I don't have to think about food, and I don't even feel like food takes such a amount of space in my brain. When I fast, I can just relax. I mean, I eat regular meals and it doesn't stress me out like to eat. It doesn't take a lot of brain space for me to get my food and make my food, but I'm just used to doing it. So, I mean, there's always concerns, but it really depends on how it affects you and why you're doing it and how you feel. So there's always a potential side effect of like, oh, my testosterone, or maybe I feel like I'm draining, or my sleep kind of like I wake up in the middle of the night now because I'm hungry and I don't have any food in my system, that kind of stuff. So it's possible. It's possible you might have, I mean, I would be thinking more about sleep and things like that, because if you're like, it depends on when you're doing it, but I just know that if I don't eat, I'm not going to sleep as well. Okay. Cerny says, well, this kind of clips another question, but we'll just ignore that because I have to screenshot it. Papa Swole, I do calf raises. I use a 2-inch block. Just wondering if a thicker one would be better. If your heels are touching the ground, you want to make sure you get a stretch. So for calves, it's really important to focus on the stretch. And I would do like 2 to 3. Some people like to do longer holds, like 4 seconds, 5 seconds, at least 2 or 3 seconds hold in the stretch position. I also personally do toes in. I do toes out because toes in hits a little bit more of the lateral gastrocnemius, and toes out gets a little bit more of the medial head. So I like doing that for full development also. So as long as if you're able to stretch, if you're hitting the ground, you should make it higher. But just be careful, because if it's too narrow, the block can flip. So just have to be mindful of what kind of block you're using. You can also use like cinder blocks and stuff. Cinder blocks, there's thicker ones, or you can stack a cinder block or two. Just some thoughts. Depends on how much weight you're doing too, right? Because if you have a block and you're using a ton of weight, you could flip the block if it's like a piece of wood or it's not heavy, or, the whole leverage and fulcrum stuff. Pager says, preach, taking an 80 to 100 gram protein drink is a heavy. Yeah, it's heavy. That's heavy. Pager says, funny you mentioned that. My recovery battery on my Garmin said I got 100 score. Weird. I never have had that happen. What does that mean though? What is 100? I don't know what Garmin does. What's 100 score on recovery? I did the Whoop. I think it was like 2020. And I was like, boy, let me just have a Whoop. And it left a mark on my wrist, and I used it, and sometimes it didn't track. And I hated looking at the stats, and it's like, well, you're 6% recovered. You're this percent recovered. I'm like, fuck you. I'm training today. I just go by, and I stopped using it because I know how I feel. Like if I feel like training, I don't need you to tell me, wow, I'm not fully recovered based on what? You should wait longer. I'm going to the fucking gym. It's time for me to train. I have a great workout. It's like, see, dumb. I might try one of those things again. I might try like one of those trackers just for fun, but I never liked looking at the data, or I think it could be great for certain things like HRV and stuff like that. I think it could be really great for that. But I also didn't like all the tracking, and it just kind of weirds me out a little bit. So I stopped doing that. But cool. Rajdilans. Papa Swolio, should I do high reps? I've been doing low reps and my bench progression has been shit. That's not what's keeping you back. It's not the reps that's keeping you back. It's going to be your form, your nutrition, your program design, maybe the exercise selection, your technique. Like that's what's holding you back, man. So it's your programming and stuff like that. It's not the rep scheme. Reps, higher reps, lower reps. You can mix it up, but I like lower reps in general. But sometimes I'll do a second set, a little back off, and I usually try to keep things between like 6 and 12 reps. So, I don't know what you consider high reps, to be honest. Like I think 10 to 12 reps is higher. Like, so when someone says, oh, high reps, honestly, 10 to 12 for me is generally higher. So, high reps is 15. You're doing over 12. That's high reps. But seriously, like even for me, just 10 to 12 is still, it's generally higher than I normally do. So today I did 2 sets of hack squat, and I just did 2 sets of 8. So that's, 6 to 10 is usually a good, sometimes 5, but I say, okay, 5 to 10. If I get a couple reps more and I get 11 or 12, it's not like, I'm like, throw it away. I get to 12. I'm like, this set's it's too light. No, I'll send it and go to the end. If that's my working set, I'll do 15 reps if I misloaded it, but that's my fault. And then the next set I'll go heavier, and then I'll make a note and I won't fuck it up the next time. Yeah, I was looking at the Oura rings and thinking about it, but I don't want to be wearing a fucking ring all the time like that. They take your sleep, HRV, activity, stress levels, and produce a battery level. Okay, so like based on all those factors, your quote unquote human battery is charged. Yeah, I get it. Okay, I get it. Great cornholio. What are the must-take supplements? Oops. What are the must-take supplements for lifters versus the ones that are mostly hype and unnecessary? A couple quick ones. Must-take. Nothing's must-take, but should take. Magnesium. Magnesium, vitamin D, if you don't get a lot of sun. Vitamin D with K2 and creatine. And these aren't must-take, but these are good ones. Electrolytes, right? Sodium, potassium, magnesium, a good electrolyte, so making sure you have enough sodium in your system. And those are some really good ones. Even food, proper quality food. The mostly hype ones are ones I don't take, like BCAAs, branched chain amino acids. I don't do fat burners. I don't do stimulant pre-workouts. What's other hype? I mean, anything that's not, energy drinks and caffeinated pre-workouts. I think people should make their own because you get more for what you pay for, and you can use the proper amounts of the ingredients. You don't get all the fillers, but I know it's easy just to buy one and scoop it in. But I know there's also companies now that have a pre-workout with no fillers and they just do the powders. And it's like, okay, I mean, if you want to do that, that's fine too. Usually pay a premium for it, but it's up to you. All right. Daniel Nino, 5,300. How do you just wake up every day and do it all over? And that's a good question. And that's why some people get burned out. We talked about this the other day with the episode where I was talking about building this business and Swolenormous and the podcast and stuff. Going to the gym. How do you just wake up every day and do it all over? Because if you create a life you love and you have purpose, then you want to do it over again and you want to do better. But you're not just doing it all over because you're a different person and you're progressing and you're pursuing things in your life. So if you have purpose, you want to wake up, and again, purpose to wake up. You have a reason to get up. You have a reason to build these habits and to build muscle and to challenge yourself and to build that self-esteem and that confidence and discipline. Not to mention you have a family. It's essential because even if your kids are not talking yet, like they look at you, and your wife, your husband, like they look at you, and everyone sees everything that you do, and other people are watching, even if you're not. And I'm the first person to say, who cares what other people think, but you want to be a leader in your family unit, in your small community. So it starts with you. And that's why we have accountability meetings. Every Monday we have accountability, new releases, and we pretty much have accountability every day. But you got to hold yourself accountable. So that's how I do it. And that's why it's called reps. Literally, when it comes to training, right? Really, when it comes to training, it's like, oh, what do you call these things? Repetitions. Do you know what repetition means? It means doing the same thing again. So you're doing 10 reps and then another set of 10 reps or 8 reps or whatever, right? And then you do another set. And then the next time you do it, you try to do it again. Instead of getting 8, you get 9 and then get 10. This is why people don't get results, because it seems boring. How do you just do it again? Because that's what I have to do to get the results I want. So do you want the results? Cool, do the work. I don't want to do the work. Then you don't get the results. It's just life, man. It's just life. Papa Swole, with all the recent merch launches, is there a Swole Man shirt coming? By the power of Gray Swole, Papa has the power. Ooh, yeah. Isn't there a movie coming out? Yeah, that's on that could be a good one. That's something that'd be on the list. We got a bunch of designs that are in the works, and we got a lot more Swole tunes coming too. So Swole tunes, like we have a bunch of Swole tunes releases, and I'll tell you guys here, like there's a potential for putting a couple of them on Spotify or Apple Music. So a couple of like the absolute bangers. So stay tuned for that. Anyway. All right. One more question, then we'll move on. If you have anything else live or you want to follow up. Let's see. Plaisance taxidermy. Ooh, taxidermy. You hear that, Tainty Man? Taxidermy. You'd be really expensive to preserve. You're a big one. Pinkston, you'll be like a Beanie Baby. All right. So going to send you in early. If you're not a good girl, we'll take you to the taxidermist. I kind of wanted to get Papa Swolio stuffed, but then it's just creepy, isn't it? Go by and pet her. She'll just be sleeping. A little bit weird. All right, let's move on. Don't stuff him. I won't. That's a lot of stuffing. That's a lot of stuffing. Daily workout, TRT for 3 months, carnivore diet, can't get rid of belly fat suggestions. Dude, you're doing so many different things and it's been 3 fucking months. I love carnivore diet. Carnivore diet doesn't mean that it's the right thing for you. And just saying carnivore diet doesn't tell me anything about it. What kind of meat you're eating? What kind of variety? If you're doing carnivore properly, you can't just eat one type of meat because you're not getting certain nutrients. You're going to have deficiencies. You're going to have, you might not be getting enough connective tissue and collagen and stuff. Like ground beef is great for a lot of those different things, but it's not all meats created equal. And, you're eating eggs or dairy. So anyway, TRT for 3 months, daily workout. What kind of workout? What are you doing? Are you going to do an aerobics class? What does that mean? TRT, how much? 3 months? It's not that long. And I don't know what your nutrition is like before. Carnivore diet, can't get rid of the belly fat. I don't know how you're measuring the belly fat. So, I'm not on any kind of hormones or peptides or anything. I'm looking into maybe doing some, I'm curious about the peptides though. I'm curious about peptides and stuff for joints and for cartilage and stuff like that. I'm curious about those and interested in that a little bit more, but I don't know enough about it. But suggestions, I just don't know details. This is important. What kind of foods are you eating? What are your habits? How's your sleep? Again, I didn't like carnivore, full carnivore. I liked it, but I just felt lacking. And then it was keto. I didn't have enough. I needed carbs, and everyone's a little bit different, but yeah, I definitely felt performance failures from not having any kind of carbs like honey or fruit or anything like that. Okay. I mean, if you're on TRT, that's because who knows? I don't know what your testosterone was or what your habits were before, but for most people, they don't try to improve their testosterone naturally by better habits. They just get on TRT. So then it just kind of covers what they're already doing and the damage that's already been done. So would have to know a little bit more. Pinkston, Sir Pinkston. Oh, Pinkston, you got some beef money, baby girl. You're going to be eating good tonight. Yeah. You got some beefs. Thank you for the Rumble rant. Appreciate you. All right. Everything about taxidermy is creepy. Yeah, it is. All right. Let's get into some balls deep because I smell steak afoot.
That's deep.
I smell some steak. By the way, if you haven't, check out our tapestries. Oh, baby doll.
This is a castle, isn't it? There are tapestries.
We have many tapestries.
Did you guys know? You might, maybe you don't. Did you guys know that we have tapestries? So everyone wants to live in a castle, right? Everyone wants to live in a castle, but you can because castles have tapestries. So turn your home into a castle with an amazing tapestry over at papaswolio.com. And it's buy one, get one 50. So you can get 2 and you get the 1, you get 3, get 3 50% off, get 7 50% off. And then you get 17, 50% off and you get a reach round. So, we got a lot of bonuses. We got a lot over there. We also have Swole Tunes. You click on the top. We got Swole Tunes. Let's see what we got here. Swole Tunes. We got You're the One That I Lift, Circle of Lift, Swole again. We got a lot of great Swole Tunes, so go and check those out. Lots of cool stuff over there at papaswolio.com. Swoller Vortex. Ooh, that's a nice tapestry. Let's go back to that. Swoller Vortex on the right. That's one of our new designs. So nice. Swoller Vortex. That's dope. That's dope. Like that one. Okay. Let's do some BD. That one's so short. It's so stupid. We'll do it last. It's 8 seconds, but it's funny. All right. Let's do this one first. We have 2. One says rent should not exist. I think we know where that's going to go, but the next one's just called retarded. So let's do the retarded one second. The third one is funny. It's also retarded, but it's just still funny. So this one's called rent should not exist.
What's in the box?
Rent should not exist. In this day and age, rent should not fucking exist. We have a surplus of housing. We have houses that are empty. We could be housing everyone on the streets.
You can't fix stupid. Maybe this one should be called retarded. No, the homeless, they're not unhoused. They're just people, but they just don't have homes. They're mentally ill and they want to be on the street. Like 99% don't want help. They want to do drugs. They want to live on the street and they don't want help because you can't do drugs in these homeless shelters. Or they go and they get food and they go back on the street. They don't want help. They just want to do whatever they want to do. They're not mentally well. Very few people are actually homeless. I lost my job and this and like I'm struggling and I'm trying to. Very few people are like that. Very few people are like that. And they're usually not homeless for very long because they're, productive members of society. And it's sad. Like we got to get these people off the street into asylums. Like you got to make asylums and institutions great again because these people need care. They do need shelter. Like they can't be on the street because it's dangerous for children. It's dangerous for people. There's drugs and fucking needles everywhere. So, take them to some place where they can get clean. They can get their medication or dudes in lab coats can observe them. And why is this person mentally insane? Like we need to get people help, but most of them don't want help. So yeah, just put them in houses. And they've done this many times. I'm not going to belabor it. You get homes and you just put people in them and they trash them. They shit everywhere and they just fucking trash it. It doesn't work. You can't give people that are mentally insane just free fucking houses. Like these things have to be maintained. Don't be an idiot.
But no, we have to worry about profiting off of it. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. People are homeless, dying on the streets. What is wrong with you?
They want to be.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Just give them houses.
We have a surplus of housing. We're in a complete...
We don't have we do not have a surplus of housing. We don't have it. Again, we literally don't. Like a lot more houses have to be built. We don't have a surplus of housing at all.
Different age from when you did have to build your own house. Everyone deserves a house, and our government has the ability to...
Not everyone deserves a house. Are you kidding me? What's this deserve bullshit? No, you don't. Everyone deserves a fucking house. You're an idiot fucking retard. No, you have to earn and build or make money so you can pay someone else for their wares and for their skills. No one deserves anything, really. You have human rights, but you don't have a right to a fucking house. No, you have a right to be a fucking retard. And I also have a right to voice my opinion on your retarded nature.
Give us that, and they won't. You need to be more angry.
No, I feel good. I feel good. I'm going to have a great night. It's fucking Friday. I'm going to have a great night. Go to the fucking gym. Looking like the phrase, ladies and gentlemen, for fuck's sake. All right, come on now. Come on now. It's like a human semicolon. Like, what the fuck is that? All right, let's do this one. This one's called Retarded. Could have fooled me. I thought we did this one already.
What's in the box?
All right, here we go.
It is so hard to bite my tongue when people are announcing pregnancies and engagements, and I'm like, do you not see the world falling apart and you're trying to selfishly start a family? That is so ridiculous.
People have always had kids. People had children, multiple children during the Depression. Like, what are you talking about? How do we think we move forward? Most people want to create a better world. This is why more people need to have children. This is why it's important to have families. And this is why the state hates it, because the state can't control families in the same way. You can't. They can't separate, divide, and conquer. So, I mean, this is more like leftists, but leftists, the state, authoritarianism, they want to separate the families, all that stuff. But yeah, it's optimism. It's optimism. You want to leave a better world for your children. You're not going to be here. It's an extension of your life. You're living through future generations. So people are afraid and anxious about death and not as much when you have kids, aside from I want to see them grow up. I want to see them successful. I'm not there to protect for them, but that's their whole point. You're living through them as you go. It's like passing of the torch. So you're literally living through them. Okay, whatever. Okay, we don't have to get philosophical about it, but
so ridiculous. We don't even know if we're gonna have a planet soon, water, jobs, and you're bringing a kid into this, and it's always the people that have no money, no plan.
Oh, that's true. We're not even gonna have a planet soon. What are you talking about? We're not going to have a planet? What information do you have that we're not going to have a planet? Now, granted, if a fucking meteor comes out of nowhere, well, yeah, we're still going to have a planet. We're just not going to be alive, or it's going to kill 90% of the population. What are you talking about? Planet's fine. The planet is totally fine. Whether or not we have the skills or the technology to survive as it changes, as it has for billions of years, that's another question. The planet, send 10 meteors. Planet's going to be fucking fine. It's just going to be a hot ball of fire and ash for, 100 million years. Okay, continue.
And they have no idea how to parent. And they're like, I'll just wing it. Like, no, babes, this isn't the 1900s anymore. You can't just wing parenthood. You need to go to therapy, read books, do some inner work.
You don't. This is the biggest grift. All these industries, the baby industry, like the hospital, the medicalization of giving birth is disgusting. The fear mongering, like it's going to destroy, like the fear mongering that for the last 50 fucking years, the fear that has been burned into women's brains about having children is the most disgusting feminism, the most disgusting propaganda. It's the most disgusting propaganda. You have to read all these books and read this. People have had babies for hundreds of thousands of years. You don't need an Encyclopedia fucking Britannica. You don't need AI to have a fucking child. The fascinating thing is everything happens on its own. You eat and you this, and guess what? The baby grows. Yes, there's things that you want to do, and obviously you want to take care of it. And then guess what? It's going to come out when it's ready. Isn't it amazing? You already have the software, right? Ladies, if you have a biotwat, you already have the software and the hardware. That does it all for you. All you got to do is take some good nut, and then your body does the rest. Hope that helped.
Winging it is going to result in literally creating a child with so much trauma. And then let's be real, these are the parents that just hand their kid an iPad from birth and have technology do all the...
Yeah, I mean, that's not good. So there's definitely bad parenting out there. Obviously, like, this is why I agree. There's lots of bad parenting. The problem is parents are outsourcing their parenting to the state. But of course, you have to, because you can't have a one income household anymore. Because, we have women want to work. It just goes all the way back. You fight for equal rights. Okay, fine. Voting, no responsibility, right? You don't have to serve in the military. You don't have to give up your life potentially. You can just vote people to war without doing it. And then you want equal rights. You want an equal job. You want to do all the stuff that men do. Okay. Now you can't parent your own kids because now you're taxed. Now it's great. Now the government can tax two people instead of one. And then everything gets more expensive. You have more inflation, and then it gets more expensive, and then no one's watching the kid, and the kid's going to fucking school all day, and then somewhere after with friends, and you don't even know what your kid's doing. And yeah, it's a hot mess. So there's a lot of other things, devaluing of the currency, and there's a lot of other issues that go along with it. But hey, it used to be a lot better. It used to have a one income household. The mother could be at home with the kids and not as much stress, but more money, more problems.
I am so sick of these people, and then they just want attention. They keep getting pregnant because they love the attention that goes along with it. They love baby cuddles. They love having the attention of a baby, but then when it grows up and talks back to them, they're no longer interested.
I don't know. That's like a personal experience. Like you're just saying things that you're just projecting your own personal experiences or childhood that sucked or whatever it is. So yeah, people love babies. The new baby smell. Everyone loves babies. That's why after the baby becomes not so much a baby anymore, people like, I kind of want another baby because that's why Pinkston, right? That's why people get Chihuahuas too. Cause like, they're so cute and they always stay the same size. And then once a kid grows up, you're like, oh, I missed, like, look at the little clothes. And you're like, let's have another one. You have a little, I get it. You get it. Pedro knows. Pedro has like 15. Pedro and Elon are just, no one else has to have babies. It's just going to be Pedro and Elon. That's it. I said, so I love how that video is titled Retarded because spot on. What an amazing, great title. It is dead on. All right. This one's really dumb, but it's great. And then we have a throwback. So this is called Introducing the Road Trip Nobody Asked For. I'm going to have to explain this, but visually you can see it and it's dumb, but it's funny.
Okay. In this lobby, will there be tippy for my bunghole?
All right. So it zooms in. It says Introducing the Road Trip Nobody Asked For. And it's from Washington State to, that's not even Newfoundland. I don't know where the fuck that is. That's North Canada. That's Arctic Circle, right? PP Island. So it goes from PP Island. It stops through, I guess, PP Creek, wherever that is. Is that in Virginia? And then all the way west through Chicago to Poo Poo Point. So Poo Poo Point to PP Island. That would be a funny road trip. I don't even know if you can make that. That's going to be a cold one. Do that in the summer. Poo Poo Point to PP Island. Very mature humor. So only the best. Only the best here. Poo Poo Point to PP Island. The audio is great. All right, let's give away the Swole card and then we'll do a throwback. It is Swole. Oh, pink stick. Churchill. I need to get a better camera angle because she's always turned the different way. It's Swole After Dark, mamas. It's Swole After Dark. Cutie pie. All right, Swole After Dark. Let's give it away. Oh, she's up. She's up. She's pawing at me. She's pawing at me. Hold on. Hold on. I'm trying to land on someone. Oh, well, it's fitting. It's fitting. Some good questions today. And good luck on your next trial. We got Pedro in the house. Pedro, Swole After Dark.
Congratulations!
All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. It is what it is. Congratulations, Pedro. Send us an email. I'm sure you're aware of it. support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 3564. That's 3564. Very nice. Congratulations. Ayo. Congratulations. Yeah, well, something's going to be getting Swole After Dark. I'm sure Pedro's working on number 11 or 9 or whatever it is now. So let's do this. We are going to do the throwback. Before I do, a reminder just to go back to the beginning part of the show. If you are if you're a member, and most of you watching are members or listening, make sure you go into the app, go into the community section and answer William's post. All right. So I just want to repeat it, say it out again. And then you got some homework over the next couple days. William says, what up, Swole fam? Just follow the Daily Swole podcast. Does anyone have any favorite episodes or episodes that changed your viewpoint on health and fitness? Also would love to know about the funniest podcast episodes as well. Thanks, guys. So I'm sure most of you would say the original Wipe Yoga, which I think was somewhere in 2020. Not the number, but like the year or 2020. I mean, I think we pulled up the number before and then I forgot what it is. So anyway, go on this post, maybe scroll through, maybe you have a couple downloaded ones, or maybe you have one that you remember like, oh, that's the first one I watched and it really hit home for me. Maybe it was one of the earlier ones. Some of you have been following for a while. So check it out and make sure you comment on William's post and give him some insights. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of them. Look, I don't even remember most of them. Like, who does? It's just day after day, and we got philosophies and lots of cool stuff. So if anything sticks out, if anything stands out, go and comment on that post and let them know. Or maybe you have a strategy. Maybe you go back and you listen to an old one. Maybe you just hit one and whatever. Let's do a throwback. But definitely go and comment on that post. Every little bit helps. All right, throwback. Here we go.
As a white person, if you are not constantly talking to your family and friends and basically shaming them,
if you're not constantly shaming your family and friends, try it sometime. You won't have any.
I'm ruined.
caring about the issues, you're not doing your fucking job as a white person.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You're just not. Yesterday, I was successfully able to shame people into staying at the protest.
I love a woke-tard protest. I love it. Because all the crazies come out. It's like they're all walking around like an S&M bondage and like, oh, Trump's in bondage. It's like, this is a weird fucking pride parade. I don't think it helps. You're showing everyone that your contribution to society doesn't affect society at all. Because if you're all at the protest, then who's doing all the work? How is the country functioning completely fine while you're standing around holding signs? Based younger Papa Swole. This is what we always say. Who's working when they say we're doing a walkout, right? We're doing a walkout. You see this all the time. Was it this weekend? Didn't they just have one where no one is in Minneapolis or somewhere? No one's buying anything. No one's buying anything. We're doing a lockdown or a shutdown. We're doing a blackout day where no one is buying anything. Okay. And then you're going to be hungry tomorrow. Here's the thing, right? Let's say they do it for a week or those stupid things. Guess what? They go and buy a shitload of stuff on Sunday. So the stores make all their money, or they have to go and buy something soon, and then it'll just work its way out. Those have a couple days of maybe lower sales, and then it'll all come back because you got to eat and you got to buy, or you buy it all first and you bought it anyway. So no one's really, you spend $1,000 on Monday, you want to spend $100 a day. It's like the store's like, whatever. So anyway, yeah, who's working? Who's, if you had if all the libtards in a city said, we're not going to work, we're shutting this stuff down, it would cause a lot of chaos because they flood the streets and no one can fucking drive, but everything would be fine. Let's say they just didn't work and stayed home. Everything would function 100%. Plus, most of them are full of shit. Like they'll say, we're not working. Don't buy anything. They'll be buying shit on Amazon and Instagram. Like no one's checking their bank accounts. People are buying shit. People say that and then do whatever. But it's like, oh no, you're not going to work. You're not going to work at your social science degree. You're not going to HR. How are these companies going to function without your communist ass? Oh no. Did someone look at Sally at the copy machine? Oh, who's going to file the complaint? It's worthless. Stupid shit. No one cares. Cry harder. Cry, and then cry again. I'm too busy being an adult for their stupid walkouts. Like, get a job. You're just proving that you're worthless. If you can take a week off or whatever it is for work, it's like, okay. Yeah. All right. So that being said, we are donezo. Let's rock out. Go enjoy your weekend. We'll have some Swolosophy for you. We got more merch on the weekend. Go pick up Circle of Lift. Go check out the Swole tunes. We got a lot of stuff. We got Pinkston Churchill. Oh my God. Oh, yes. Oh. I bite your jumblies. Hello, cute doggy. Kiss. She always gets really quiet on the show. Yeah, it's kind of cold in here. I like holding her like this because you just get like this. Just get a nice little belly rub too. Just like a little thumb the bellies. Look at those pink bellies. Everyone likes your new haircut. You look all clean. Cute doggy. Little puppers. All right, fam. Thanks for being here. We will see you next time. Thanks for being here. Don't lick that. You're getting very aggressive. Here, I'll give you a treat. All right, fam. Enjoy. Go make some gains. Go eat some steak. I'm about to smash some fucking steak. And we'll see you next time. Peace, McGee's, Deuce, Magoose. Ya boy, Papa Swolio. Out.
crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808s, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock's crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans, I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like
then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint, yeah. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant, on topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits. I'm in my element, no ollies, you children popping.